right, the brand that I like to use is the Baskervilles. These are rubber. They're pretty soft and meshy, so that let's say he has his muzzle on and he wants to go be mean to another dog. If he were to punch a dog, we call it muzzle punching. This is not going to cut a dog. It's not going to result in any blood. No one's going to get hurt. It's super safe. It's also very breathable. So this is going to be the top of his nose here, and down here is going to be his mouth where I can feed him. He can drink water with this on. He can pant with this on. These things are super important in times of stress. Dogs pant to relieve that stress, and also we're in Florida, it's hot. Okay, so he needs to be able to breathe when he has this on. That's super, super important for safety for the dog in the muzzle. The first thing I'm going to do is unclip this. This is a size 4. It's going to fit most of my pitty type dogs, this size dog. And I'm going to fold these straps back so that I have this big opening, very available. And then I'm just going to start feeding him a few times near the muzzle. I don't know if this dog's ever had a muzzle on. Sometimes when I get dogs in for behavior mods, they've already been forced into muzzles, and so they have a very negative response when you present the muzzle. He's not shying away from this. He's not acting like I just ruined his day by bringing this out, so it tells me it's probably very neutral to him, and he's never had a bad experience in the muzzle, which is good. If your dog has had a bad experience in the muzzle, I would spend a lot more time at this step, just getting them comfortable, eating near the muzzle, or maybe I'm just holding it. It's not even that close to the dog, but it's here, it's part of what I'm doing, and he's getting association that the muzzle now means food rather than something stressful, okay? So it's really important. I see it a lot when I get dogs in and I go to present this for the first time to do literally nothing with it, but if they start shying away or their tail drops or they start leaving, then I know that probably there's already a bad association of this that we have to work through first to get that back to neutral to then make it positive. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. If I had a dog that was not trained the way that Tom is right now, he's pretty engaged with me, he's responsive, he knows obedience, he can be off leash on an e-collar, I would have the dog on a leash. Or if I was worried for any reason that the dog was gonna come at me to bite me, I would have the leash on for control. Again, Tom's a little bit different in that situation, that he can be free up here, but he's also very engaged and he likes to train, right buddy? So what I can do with him pretty quickly is start feeding him right next to the muzzle. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some food in my right hand. I'm gonna put it behind the muzzle. Whoa, excuse you. It's real, dog training is real, right? So big burp. I have it behind the muzzle, and what I want him to figure out and to do right now is to put his face into the muzzle. Good boy, to eat the food, okay? I have zero intentions of clipping the muzzle right now. This is just to get him to understand that when he puts his face, good boy, into the muzzle, he can eat, okay? I'm gonna try to turn a little bit so that hopefully you can see that angle really clearly. Again, I have my straps folded back. I have food in my hand. I'm gonna put it kind of right on the muzzle and then let him come through and eat. And I'm being really obvious when I do this. Good job, buddy. Really good. That I'm grabbing the food, I'm letting him see me do that, I'm letting him see me put it behind the muzzle, and then I'm presenting it to him so that he knows exactly what to expect and exactly what is the easiest way for him to eat that food. So we're gonna do this over and over again today. I'm gonna do it for his entire breakfast meal, about a cup of food. Great. If he tries to go around the muzzle a little bit, I just need to make sure that he doesn't steal the food out of my hand. I want him to eat everything through the muzzle right now. I'm gonna wait for him to be done chewing. Good, and then I can present it again. Good job, buddy. I don't know if you can see how hard he's pushing into the muzzle to get to the food in my hand. I like that. It's gonna make it a lot easier when I do eventually want to strap this muzzle on. I don't ever want to be chasing the dog to put the muzzle on them. I want them to be coming into me. See how forward his body is? It's all really, really good. Makes my life easier as we go here. Good job, buddy. Good. And again, there's no expectation of clipping this anytime soon. My whole goal today is just that he gets used to eating in the muzzle. Good job, buddy. Good. Good boy. going to drop food on the floor. If you do, I try to put my foot on top of it and then I'll pick it back up. I don't want him to leave the muzzle and find the food on the floor. I want him to be fully committed to sticking his face in, gets him all this food. So now I have my hand set up. I'm gonna actually use my left hand, hold on buddy, to drop the food into the muzzle, and then I'm gonna present it. Good boy. He's being impatient for the food. He's trying to get in there. This is a food-motivated dog that has been through a training program, so he knows and he understands working for his food, which means that this will go really quickly for us. If your dog's not food motivated, that's a whole nother conversation, but definitely there are ways to get there and ways to get their work ethic to improve, to make things like this pretty easy to condition and have a pretty motivated dog. Good job, buddy. Good. Thanks, bud. I could also do things just to keep it fun for him. I could do things like get it, have him go away, have the muzzle presented with food when he comes back. Again, just to get reps of him coming in and putting his face in the muzzle rather than me chasing. I'm never moving forward to come closer to him. I'm gonna set the muzzle up where it's comfortable for me and let him come to me for the food. Good job, buddy. Good. Get it. This keeps it fun. And I know if he's coming back for more or if he's had enough of me. That one he got on me. That one's a point for you, Tom. Good job. Good. A lot of pressure in my hands, which is really good.